Hello everyone, it's your old buddy Lightning Crabs back from the dead. I'm just kidding, I'm still dead. On the inside. And I know what you're thinking. 3 videos in 3 weeks? What kind of fucking magic is this shit? Don't worry, it'll be back down soon enough. So the last time you saw me, you may remember that GITSA was killed and I was on my way to Singapore for my year studying abroad. You might be wondering, how is Singapore? How is your year abroad, Chris? How is your year in hell? It was just as hard as everyone warned me it would be, honestly. So it's been a year since I've been back now. In the time since It's about me. In the time since I've been back, we've made episode 8, which will be right here. Go watch it if you have not already. Monkey Crabs and I are the ones to blame for the writing of this episode, including all the jelly. God, the fucking jelly. And now, the main thing that I'm here to address today, and that is the title of this video, which is the status update of GITSA. So you may recall that the last time you saw me, I basically told you that GITSA was killed, in the sense that I didn't know when I got home from Singapore whether or not I could keep doing the show at all. Basically everything was just too up in the air. And now, 2 years later, I can finally, after all this time, tell you, I still don't fucking know. I'm serious, I still don't fucking know. This shit is crazy, man. The situation is still the same in the sense that I have just as much time as before to devote to this shit. So the thing is, I just have new shit to worry about now. But here's the thing that I can say for certain. We are going to keep making videos, but they are absolutely going to be shorter. This last episode was over 15 minutes. And as much as I'm sure a lot of people hated that, I hated putting out a 15-minute video even more. I don't watch the bridge episodes that are over 15 minutes. They're fucking long. That's too much fucking time. But the problem was that this script was so ambitious and crazy. It was really hard to find things to trim out of it, to take out. The goal that I want to set forward now for future episodes is to make them shorter, so that you can make them faster, and they're less stressful to produce. Because if I stop and think about it, episode 8 took like 9-10 months. And that was for 3 reasons. Number 1 was TIBA, the competition that Team 4-Star did. And I got involved with a project with that. I'm not going to link it because the end result was a fucking dumpster fire, honestly. It turned out really terrible. I worked with some people that I'd never worked with before, and I'm not going to be working with them again. Shots fired. So yeah, basically I started scripting, then TIBA happened, and then script got derailed, and didn't come back to this script until a while later. Second reason it happened is because scripting itself was impossible. This episode, if you've seen the original, is one of the darkest, most intense episodes of Ghost in the Shell. And it was really hard to find an angle that was funny, but did also address the very dark things that are in this episode. They go through a village of people who were skinned alive, for God's sakes. And I know it sounds stupid to say, but it honestly did take us like a month to finally come up with, hey, what if it's just jelly and they're all coked out of their minds? That seems like a stupid first idea you might had, but honestly it took a while. The third reason is because it took a long time for some of our voice actors to get us lines. And I'm not trying to throw shade here. You know, all 3 of them did have very legitimate reasons for why it took a while. But I just want to be honest with you guys about where the delays came from. Episodes are also going to be shorter from now on because of how long it takes to edit these motherfuckers. I know it might come as a shock to you by how long all the videos on our channel are, but I actually really hate doing long videos. I hate that all these episodes take like 6 months to 8. I hate that episodes take like 6 months to a fucking year to make. Aside from being shorter, the other thing is that episodes are going to be a little bit more infrequent from now on. The honest reason is that GITSA is just not as fun anymore. We've been doing this for almost 6 years now. And this used to be a fun group project to do, but nowadays I'm the only one who's really got passion left for this show. We've been doing this 6 years, and understandably, a lot of the people on the team, myself included, are honestly pretty depressed with the lack of success that we've had. At the time of making this, we have 250 subscribers. Over 6 fucking years. That's pretty sad. I didn't get into this to become famous, but at the same time, I wanted to entertain people. I wanted to make people laugh. But it's like, I spend over 100 hours on just editing, and, barely any people watch it. I know we were joking about this in the last commentary, but, you know, Josh was scrolling through the comments like, look, there were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people looking forward to this, Chris. 8 whole people. If I'm spending 100 hours on every episode, and only like 8 people are giving a shit about it, then it's like, what's the fucking point, you know? With the amount of hours of my life that I invest into this project, I'm really not getting enough back. The analogy I like to use is if you're baking something for your coworkers, like you're baking a whole bunch of cookies and shit, or a cake, and you spend like a couple hours baking all this shit. You bring it in, and only one of your coworkers eats one. The rest of it just don't give a shit. You're still grateful for that one coworker, but at the same time, it's like, it really doesn't encourage you to keep baking for your coworkers. And that's kind of what this is, you know? I'm not going to make a whole big batch of cookies or a big-ass cake or something. I want to scale things down. If the audience is going to stay small, then the episodes are going to be smaller too. I'm not the sort of person that likes to just shit out low-effort content, like Let's Plays and shit. I like to put time into what I make and be proud of it. And, you know, for that reason, I would love to charge ahead on some more big episodes of GITSA. God knows I'd love to do one of the movies someday if we ever get there, but it just doesn't feel worth it. Like, I think of the 100+ hours that I put into just editing these episodes. I could be working on so much other shit with that time. I could be making money, for God's sakes. It's not worth it for me to put this much effort into a project that, you know, not many people care about, honestly. To be clear, I am grateful to the 250 subscribers we have, the 8 people, the 8 of them that are looking forward to this. I do love you all, and I'm glad you do like the project, but, you know, it's not worth me investing this much of my life into it. To be honest, I'm the sort of person that would rather subscribe to a channel that puts out videos once in a blue moon, but those few videos are really worth watching. But, you know, I guess most people aren't like that. I guess most people do like consistent, smaller content. Now, I do want to specify, this does not mean GITSA is dead. There will be more videos. It means that I want to invest my time in other projects that I feel are a little more rewarding for me. I still like doing GITSA. I'm still going to keep doing it, but it's going to have a much lower priority now. Now, if we suddenly skyrocket in subscribers and get a whole lot of people that care about the show, then fuck it, yeah, I'll give it my focus again, and I'll churn out some good fucking episodes and make people happy. But until we get to that point, I'm not going to try and do these big-ass episodes. Most people just don't find it funny, I guess. I can understand that Monkey Crabs and I's terrible humor is just a little bit hit or miss with people. Something like the jelly scene, that's what we find funny. We love fucked up shit like that. So, future content. Let's talk about that real quick. The 2 next videos that are definitely going to go up is, 1, I'm going to talk about the Ghost in the Shell movie. The live-action movie that's coming out with Scarlett Johansson as Major. Because obviously, as a huge Ghost in the Shell fan myself, that's a pretty big fucking deal, what's going on right now. And, you know, there's a lot of controversy surrounding this movie for very legitimate reasons. And I want to just discuss everything, unpack it. As someone who has been knee-deep in Ghost in the Shell for the past 6 years, I would like to weigh in on it. The other thing I'm going to make pretty soon is a short tutorial. Basically, I want to break down one of the complicated shots that I did for this recent episode. One where Bato is in the car. I want to break down how the fuck I did that shot, because that shot was a fucking nightmare. So yeah, look for those 2 videos to come out soon, probably within the next couple weeks, something like that. We'll see. Now, as far as the next actual episode goes, I don't fucking know. I'll go ahead and mention here I would like to remake the first 3 episodes at some point, because they are old and terrible, looking back on it. Alright, so just to summarize. 1, back from Singapore. Future of GITSA is still up in the fucking air. Episodes are going to be shorter now so that we can make them faster and not have them drive me fucking crazy. Episodes are also going to be shorter because the lack of success has been depressing for everyone in the group, myself included. I'm sick of putting over 100 hours into the editing of every episode just for people to not care about it. I would love to do more big episodes, but it just really doesn't feel like it's worth my time. There'll be 2 videos coming soon. One is going to be talking about the live-action Ghost in the Shell movie coming out next year with ScarJo as Major. Second video is going to be like a tutorial breakdown thing of one of the edits for this episode. And as far as the next actual episode of GITSA goes, I have no fucking idea. We haven't decided on a damn thing yet. So yeah, peace.